Hey, girlfriend, you know who you are. You have big, big dreams. You want to write a book, stand on a TED Talk stage, be a life coach offering wisdom from your RV in Montana, a cafe in Barcelona, or a beach chair in Tulum. Your other girlfriends and your family, they don't always get your biz savvy. Why do you want to leave your JOB? Because you're a C.A.T.S, aka coach, author, thought leader, and speaker. Meet other change makers like yourself and find out how they make it happen. This is the Big Meow podcast.
Welcome to the Big Meow podcast, brought to you by C.A.T.S Networking. I'm your host, Angela Howard. And today we have Divya Parekh, and she's with the DP Group LLC, but I love her title. Her title is Authority Positioning Advisor. And I noticed that she uses neuro coaching, which I love, right up my alley. And I'm just so excited that you're on our show. Welcome, Divya.
Thank you, Angela, for having me on your show. I loved your introduction. C.A.T.S, it's just fascinating.
Well, we here at C.A.T.S, coaches, authors, thought leaders, and speakers, of which you are one. Please tell us about your coaching and what you do at DP Group.
Absolutely. So first of all, what I want to share is that I believe that each and every person has the potential to unleash their genius.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say that is I've seen it time and time again as I've coached thousands of people. And when we talk about coaching, it is driven by my purpose of helping people become their best version. And it's almost like a live document, folks. You are a live being, and what's best today could be better tomorrow. And the thing is about accepting yourself, because I'll share, I'm perfectly imperfect. And and my coaching is based around accepting yourself as you are, and then positioning yourself as you want to be seen with authenticity and integrity by reframing your narrative with a quiet confidence that makes you stand out with grace and get recognized as a trusted leader in the industry, because you're not putting on a mask. You are not being anybody else. You're just being you. You do you, because that's what you do the best, and we do the rest. And we do that through helping people create social proof and authority assets, which can come in form of a #1 best-selling author, media exposure, messaging, and that narrative that connects with people at heart, not just on surface.
Wow, that was a lot. You really help people on all levels, it seems. And there's an ingredient that came to me while you were talking, and it's confidence. You have to have confidence to do the things that you are saying, to take control, to go deep. Tell us about confidence. How do you help your clients have the confidence to move forward in such these powerful ways?
Well, I sit down with my clients, meet them where they're at. And the key is that it's a simple process, 3. One is I see you, because if I'm not the right person to serve you, then there's no point in connecting. Then we see you. And the last step is you see you. And what it means is that if I find that, yep, this person is hungry, ready to impact other people, and I don't take full credit for it, but I'm able to see possibilities where none exist. That's what one of my clients told me. And then as I'm seeing that, we work together so that they can see themselves through my eyes, how I'm seeing them. And then we slowly move into you see you, is that you see the greatness within yourself and you become the being, just like you're comfortable with having one nose. And we use a lot of neuro coaching in there. We never question, darn it, I've got only one nose. Why don't I have 5 noses?
We don't see too many others with 5 noses, but okay.
So similarly, they come to recognize who they are, and they're comfortable, they are authentic. And when you're authentic, confidence comes by itself. and you show up in grace and integrity. And once they see how great they are as I see them, then they show up. And it's about playing big, saying yes to yourself and stop playing small.
That's so important. So share with us a recent success story with one of your clients.
Absolutely. So one of my recent clients, she just released her book, Heather, and she was a little hesitant, like, oh, who am I to write a book? And that just kind of bogged her down. Or, I'm writing a story. And then she was open to listening to our feedback, where her stories were awesome because she was talking from her heart. And she went ahead and transformed her stories to something more. And she finished her book recently and recently became a #1 best-selling author, because at the core of her heart, she knew that she wanted to help women break from those toxic patterns. And that's the name of her book, Breaking Toxic Patterns. And as she started realizing it, that she was there for other women, as she started seeing her greatness, it started unfolding. She started blooming. Think about like a small bud. You know, sometimes, and especially like we can go and like think about tulips as the buds are just kind of coming out, you know, but they're fighting that cold, they're fighting the coming spring. But once they open up, the bloom is so beautiful. You just keep on looking at that flower. It doesn't matter what type of a flower it is. So similarly, that's what happened. And she is getting such raving reviews. People are just loving and eating her book. She has scheduled a couple of free sessions with potential clients. So that's one of the things that has recently happened.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And as a coach, author, thought leader, speaker, when entrepreneurs, a lot of us are solopreneurs, you know, you don't have a great day every day. We all know that. We run into things, we run into blocks, we run into negativities. Share with us a challenge that you got through recently.
Absolutely. So I will share one of my clients. We had been working together probably like, 4 or 5 sessions. And initially we had this chemistry. We connected. The energy was great. And then what happened was, as the client was moving through, I was not seeing progress. And to me, I'm here for transformation. I want success stories. I want people to achieve their goals. And in that, I was feeling the downer, that I'm not able to do it. And then what I did was I meditated, and the things that I teach my clients, I practice myself, and I've got my own coaches because we all have blind spots. Well, I don't know about you folks. I know I've got blind spots.
We're human.
And what I realized was that I had to be there for her, because I could not push her till she was not ready. I had to create that safe space for her to be herself. She was opening up. She was sharing her heart that she was experiencing those doubts. And you can't rush things through. Just as I was talking about a bud, or think about a woman having her baby, you just can't rush through like, oh yeah, you know what? I want to go from 9 months of incubation time to 3 months. You can't do that.
Right. Although we would love to, I think some of us.
Oh yeah,
Can't rush
absolutely.
it.
Being a mom, I know that, having been
Right.
through that
Right.
said, it's about creating that space, being there for her, believing in her.
Yeah.
And when I did that, when I took that pressure off myself, it's amazing how it changes the energy, how it changes your relationship with your coach, or with your mentee, or with your client, or with anybody around you. And I was so surprised.
You're sharing that to kind of let that be there and not push a situation. We'll take our human,
Yes.
push any situation too much. When it's not ready, it's just not going to happen. And then you create some anxiety, I imagine. So share with us your vision. What do you have ahead of you? What's the big thing you're working for right now, working toward?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Just want to add very quick thing that in the very next session, she had a breakthrough and she's on her way. It's all going to be like this now.
Yeah. I probably assumed she had a breakthrough.
Yes. And my vision is transformation. I want to touch so many people, and I know that I cannot do it alone. And that's where, Angela, I love what you're doing, is partnering with people and impacting as many people as we can and bringing in transformation so people can be their best version. And we are doing that through multiple ways. We are opening up implementation circles, which is free, because what happens is that when we are doing things, you have the knowledge. There are 3 steps. You have information, you get information, but when you start absorbing it, digesting it, it becomes knowledge. And when you start implementing it and start becoming and being that, then it becomes wisdom. So that's where we are doing implementation circles open to anyone, and help people put things into action, because the fastest way to success is the right implementation.
That's fantastic. So how do we find you?
You can find me on any social media platforms. I'm on Insta, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, and you can find me on my website, entrepreneur.divyaparekh.com.
And so to find you on your social media platforms, is it Divya Parekh?
Yes, on LinkedIn it is Divya Parekh, and on Insta it is Make Your Message a Movement.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for spending your time with us this morning. We cherish all of the wisdom that we get to share with our guests. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much. It was an honor.
All right. We wish you all the luck in the world.
Thanks for listening to the Big Meow podcast, sponsored by C.A.T.S Network. If you liked what you heard, please take a moment to subscribe and share this podcast with your friends. You can also join our network filled with positivity and possibility. Visit www.catsnetworking.com to join us and learn more, together with your magical, motivated, and mystical new friends at C.A.T.S Network. Let's transform 1 million lives with your message. Are you feeling isolated, sitting at home in your PJs? Or perhaps you're tired of the comfy sweatpants with holes in them that are hidden just below the camera? I mean, you could puke at the thought of another day of Zoom meetings and reporting to your BOSS. Do you want freedom from your home office desk or the office cubicle? Do you want freedom from your current career? Or are you frustrated that your online biz dreams are going nowhere? It's all too overwhelming. Where do you start? All the tech, the choices, and your message. Yep, I said your message, your brand, your voice. What is it? Do you even know what that means? Do you need a biz coach but don't want to invest the big bucks? Let's face it, being a solopreneur is lonely, but you don't have to do it alone. And here's a solution. Join C.A.T.S Network. C.A.T.S Network is a woman-only membership community exclusively available to you, the life coach or executive coach, the author, the thought leader, or the public speaker. If you identify with this list or want to work on adding some of these to your skill set, C.A.T.S is the place for you. Check us out at www.catsnetworking.com. That's C.A.T.S networking.com. Because let's face it, cats are better together.